and welcome to Honor Minds, Life, the Universe, and Everything. Joining me today is Joseph Brennan, who's very passionate about today's episode. Edward Greenhall.
I will actually stab you.
Elle Smith.
Hi.
And our special guest today, James Caldwell.
Fucking call me
Greenhall.
Today's episode is about the freedom of speech and the fact that jokes don't need context anymore because you can still be prosecuted for not having context.
Okay, Joe, take a chill pill.
Excuse me, this is in appropriate context. My head hurts now. It's all in my mind.
This is
Oh, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get home. My mum's gonna be like, "Yo, why have we got a letter from the Merseyside police?" I'll be like, "Because, Mum,
I made a joke.
jokes and context are no longer needed."
So yeah, that actually wonderfully segues into this episode.
It's gonna be like
We were originally just
Dankula.
yeah.
I'm gonna do a Count Dankula. If it needs be, I'm taking him to court.
Yeah.
Guys, as PewDiePie said, context matters.
Yeah, so pretty much we had previously planned a freedom of speech episode.
But now we actually have a reason.
Yeah. But now something's actually personally happened to Joe as well, so he's really
I don't even
abusive.
have my phone if they need to bring me back.
So anyway, freedom of speech is currently a very hot topic within the political world and just the regular world. One of our biggest examples, which we brought up previously, was Count Dankula, also known as Mark Megan, who taught his dog to a Nazi salute as a joke for his girlfriend to ruin her favourite thing, and instead got prosecuted for 2 years by the police when no one needed to bring it up, no one wanted to bring it up, but they still brought it up.
I thought it was really dumb, honestly. Like, it was a really cute punk doing a Nazi salute. What are you gonna do, man? It was cute.
Yeah,
There
should be social.
Oh, I love feeling.
Social consequences, sure.
Consequences.
Consequences.
Not consequences.
Consequences.
Consequences? What's that? I say consequences.
Wait a minute.
Consequences.
They're gonna think I've just had a good idea.
I feel like you're just recording one of our regular conversations.
They're gonna.
Yeah.
What are they gonna think of?
People currently in today's day and age are really easily offended. Edward!
PC.
Yeah, and
It's not my fault. I literally have something wrong with my brain.
Yeah, but you still get offended
he's
easily.
autistic.
And he has to make sure everyone's aware of
Literally
it.
the thing wrong with my brain, forcing me to take things like.
Hey, I have high
Can
functioning.
I bring
Yeah,
up?
James is high functioning, he's not like that.
High functioning autism, but I also am.
So everyone has
True.
different. Everyone's autism.
Yeah, I know. I'm just taking
Can
the
I
mic.
bring a really massive point up? The biggest person to probably be affected by no contest is PewDiePie.
Everyone gets affected by no context no matter
Yeah,
what.
no.
the biggest.
PewDiePie got affected pretty hard. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, think about Mark Megan, he literally got dragged through the social justice
Scottish
system
justice system, yeah.
for like 2 years.
When you make a joke, straight up give the person a lesson afterwards to make sure they know what a joke is.
Yeah, that's like what we need to do nowadays.
That's what I should have done with the one
I mean,
next
if the
to
person
next
is
to Will.
really dull, then that's understandable.
Man,
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No. People should
It's
understand
not
what
their
jokes
business
are.
Anyway.
your
I mean,
comment
if the
sections
person's
are just gonna be
80
like.
or something. Then...
Well, no, because the thing is,
Well,
literally.
go on, well,
At
go on,
80,
James.
they've got a lot less
Your
time
comments are
to-
just gonna
to
be a
live
mind
than-
fuck of liberals versus conservatives.
Yeah, it is.
and the Labour's just wading in deep there.
This is.
But no.
Lib Dems,
No, I've
Conservatives,
got-
Labour's all having a heart
Let's
attack.
think about it.
Laws in our comment section.
Yes.
You won't
No,
need much
we
help.
think about it. People.
Yeah, people.
People don't get jokes anymore.
People.
Jokes are not meant to be enjoyed. They're meant to be either offensive or they're meant to be haha, that's slightly funny. But no
Actually,
one laughs at
why
jokes
don't we
because
go
no
for-
one comes up with original content anymore.
Why don't we go for actually a really
How can we do
controversial?
original content when all
English.
everyone knows is memes?
Exactly.
Come on, I
How
tell
how
you
come,
English.
guys? Why don't we go for an actually controversial one here? What about that Grenfell Tower incident?
What?
Ah.
You see, that's where this sort of
What
goes
is
into.
that?
The
You, Edward, do you not watch the news?
No.
No.
Right. Okay. So the Grenfell Tower. Do you know what happened there?
No.
It burned.
It burned.
It was like what it
Yeah.
Another Notre Dame situation.
No, it was
That
way
was
before.
way before.
Notre Dame. Sonic runs up to Notre Dame, smacks it, and runs away.
Yeah. No. The Grenfell Tower was like 2018.
The gold.
Yeah, it was
No, I think it was.
That
I think it was.
years
No, that was a
ago.
year ago.
Yeah.
Was that the apartment building?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
in like 2016.
Yeah, because
wasn't
it had really
Yeah.
it had
Very
really
shitty
bad
installation.
outer class.
But pretty much that's British tragedy right there. But
do you
someone
remember that
made
one?
a eulogy of it, like an actual like tower.
I
It was like
haven't seen
people like drawn onto it and then set it on fire
Then again, when you
on
think
bonfire
but
night.
when you think about that,
That's
there's
kind of bad.
that's
to be
bad.
honest.
Yeah,
and
it's
there's
bad.
people who make jokes about 9/11.
Yeah,
People
9/11
who make jokes about 9/11. That
Ages
happened
ago.
ages ago. It's still
Same.
bad.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
like
people making
People make jokes about Notre
Nazis.
Dame or
And-
Nazis.
you guys.
The things that
Great
what,
minds think alike.
Nazis happened in the past. That means it's not changeable. That means you can't really change history. So you know.
I mean, if you say you're.
You
And then
make
go
joke-
back,
If you
rewrite
tried to
history
say you're a
books and be
Nazi
like,
as a joke, as
Nazis are Jesus.
PewDiePie was like.
PewDiePie made a joke about
Style.
being Nazi
And then
once,
every-
and then he got
All the
slated.
news reporters were like,
yeah, so
he's a Nazi, arrest him. I was
Rice
like,
Gum gets called out for a rape joke he made a few years ago, but says it doesn't count because it's a few years old, and proceeds to call somebody out for making jokes years ago.
hi dubs.
There you go.
Hey.
I don't make sure
Pretty
all
much
the
a
time.
real big problem, especially with the Grenfell Tower incident, because what happened there was someone just walked
Hey,
in
can
and
I-
left.
Can I say something? If you're like a massive
I love the
influencer, then you're gonna get hit the hardest about things you say. Because iDubbbz isn't like nowhere as big. As
Nobody cares about iDubbbz because
'Cause-
iDubbbz, hit all of his
Yeah.
content
Stuff, it's
is
satire.
a joke.
It's
It's
satire.
satire.
I
It's
love-
not meant to be
PewDiePie.
taken literally.
I
With
love
PewDiePie,
the,
a lot of his content is jokes, but then like
There are
he's
some-
also a really big influencer on YouTube, so he's gonna get the hit the hardest.
I love the awkwardness of recording in here because then someone always walks in at least 3 times a recording session, looks at you with the most painstaking look, and then just like nods and leaves
Yeah.
without saying a word.
But yeah,
I
the
don't know what
Grenfell
you're talking
Tower
about. I
incident,
think
the
Tana
people who
Mongeau
actually
quite a
did it
lot.
are currently getting
I don't
arrested.
know what-
You're
And
right.
prosecuted.
Tana Mongeau about saying the N-word. That was.
Well,
And then like
That
no,
was
you
bad.
look at her when she was 14 and she screams it at people.
And
The
then
thing
now,
is-
when iDubbbz simply walks in,
Are you taking pictures here?
That's literally the third time.
it's
No.
the fourth time.
as I was saying, well, as James was saying, Tana Mongoloid.
Mongoloid. Mongo.
No, Tana Mongeau.
Montague.
Tana Montague.
Do you like our 14-year-old humor? Make sure to like and subscribe. You'll die instantly. Ready?
James,
Like this
James, can you
podcast
put like a
to die
reoccurring
Yeah,
character in
you
this?
guys
Because
know
like
the
I think
secret.
you'd do
I'm
well.
here to make valid points so you guys don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. Can you
I
come
was
a reoccurring
about to say
character?
I'm the only 14-year-old here.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
give all
14?
I'm gonna give all listeners
I'm 14.
a little secret.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, wait, Steven's
James
14.
is as much a fucktard as the rest of us.
Yeah.
He just hides it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, the Grenfell Tower incident has the people actually getting arrested for it, and that's a real big problem because they're getting literal police and not even social consequences, but more the fact that it's legal consequences, and legal consequences shouldn't be implied for a joke, should they?
I get the feeling police
Nothing-
time could be better spent elsewhere.
That means thousands
Exactly.
of like people
Literally.
get arrested.
When you
far right
think
groups
about
are out
about
there,
it,
and far left groups are out there that
Well,
are
no, it's
completely
complaining
messing with the
about
world.
not having enough police forces and stuff to like sort out some things, and they can't get places quick enough. But then they're dealing with really dumb stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly.
well, no, when you think about it, it's stuff like literally, someone can make a joke on a train, not saying names, and then the police will get involved because a simple person just goes, yeah, they said a bad word. They said a very naughty bad word when they didn't really.
Can we say
This
what the
child-
meme was? Okay.
This child has harassed
I
another
don't think
child,
these guys
and there
want
was
to do
2 of them. And now police go and look on the CCTV of that train, see those 2 children, and decide, yes, ban them from the trains for making a joke.
Nothing's gonna happen, you know.
I know it's not.
I don't think.
I mean,
these-
there's.
I mean, I was accused of much worse, and here I
Yeah,
am.
yeah. Well, no, when you think about it, do you remember what happened with John?
No, what was it?
Who?
When he was on the train, and they had like
Oh.
speakers and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and they were like they harassed someone.
Wasn't he being really loud though as well?
Yeah, he was being really
Getting-
loud.
That's understandable.
That's understandable. If they were gonna ban him for that, that's understandable. But they didn't ban him.
It wasn't for that. They banned them for the speakers, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's still being
See,
really loud.
is there a bylaw that says
Can't
don't
jokes.
make jokes?
No.
No.
pretty much what they're using there is the extremely stupid
Twisted.
loophole.
There is
There's a
CCTV
stupid
in here, okay.
like
Why?
Hey, bro, wait.
there's a
Wait, bro,
stupid
there's no cameras in here, right?
Wait.
no, there's a really stupid loophole in the hate crime laws, which pretty much goes as such. Hate crime can be perceived. Hate
Yes, it's
main
not
word being perceived.
perceived.
You know, that offends
Count
me.
Dankula.
Which means
Exactly. Wonderful.
That just offends me.
See,
Hate crime
anything we
is-
say can
it's
be
not-
taken out of context
if
due to
you-
the fact
if
it's
it's-
perceived.
If it is perceived as hate, then they can use it against you.
10 minutes, Edward.
As shown by the situation on the train, if the woman has perceived what the two children were doing as hate crime and or harassment, she can then use her power of perceived hate crime.
It's just a point of view, though.
Exactly.
If you do it from a certain person's point of view, it's not a hate crime because it's a joke.
To someone else,
It may be
uh,
hate crime because they don't understand that it's a joke.
Dealing with people that can't take jokes though is something you have to learn to do early on, especially
Still,
in
but
this
if
generation.
there's a legal consequence to it,
But there's not, because
But
nothing's gonna happen.
it can happen though, and it has happened to people before. People have been banned off trains. People being unable to do things. People being dragged through social justice systems. We're still people being dragged through social justice systems
The thing
for
is,
making jokes.
And the police in our area must be really
Not just in our area,
Nothing's
in Britain.
happening.
Yeah,
Can I
guys,
say
you
something?
kill one black person and get arrested.
Gah!
Can I say something? There are
Hate
like.
it.
Can I say something? Like for
Go on.
people like me, because I can get the train or the bus. I'm fine if I get banned from the train.
I can't.
But like if someone like
I have to get the
Joe
train.
gets banned from the train,
How's he getting home?
yeah.
How am I getting home?
How you get in school?
How's
How do I
getting
get
there
to
in the
school?
first place?
I'd
How do
have,
you
I'd have
find
to, no, I'd
friends?
have to leave here. I'd have to go back to my old school,
And we don't
and then
know.
you guys would
Be
no
lonely.
longer have me to be
Yeah.
a really annoying prick.
Man,
That'd
my
be
gay
sad.
lover
Yeah,
would
it's
leave.
good while sometimes-
I need
God damn
him
it,
for
no.
gay sex.
I'm keeping that in. I'm keeping that in.
Yes.
Well, last
Yes.
day, bye-bye.
But yeah, seriously, we are taking so many things out of context with jokes. We are arresting people. We're giving them legal consequences, and that is just wrong. But of course, I
Oh my God, James's
so many
face has
things out
just
of
gone
context with
red.
Steven. That's
She's
what
gonna
you're
leave you
gonna
for a
say.
wall.
We're taking so many things out of context with Joe, and I was like, that's accurate.
Apparently she's put 2 balls since I last saw her. That's
2 whole
3
walls.
days.
That's
2 whole
a
walls.
record.
But you think
It's been
when we
5
think
days.
about the fact that jokes are no longer needing content.
Consent.
I
Jokes no longer need consent, guys.
no.
Jokes.
You guys-
to tell a joke.
But guys,
You
consent is always a good thing to have.
You
Don't
guys-
worry.
Yeah.
Guys,
Don't
rape
we're gonna
anyone.
look at the consent triangle.
It's a good thing to have,
So-
but
If you break someone's consent triangle, you've got to ask them whether they want you to make a joke, because dead people don't want tea.
yeah, I genuinely
Guys,
don't. I
guys,
genuinely don't
here's
know
the
what to
tea.
do.
I'm about to spill it.
Yo, your head is
Why are
very
you screaming
slimy.
about tea?
Here's the tea, guys. So, jokes on trains, no one do them. Otherwise, you'll get prosecuted.
That's just
And you'll
consent
get
in
in
a
trouble
nutshell.
with.
Don't do it.
don't do it.
And you'll get in trouble with teachers.
Yeah, pretty much. There are so many stupid consequences to a stupid joke that people can make, and because of that, we are getting people more and more riled up, turning to more extremist parties because they're the only ones listening to it. We're having people turning to the far right and the far left, trying to sort things out.
So
You
does
think-
using like a school project as propaganda against said school count as malicious compliance?
Yes,
Technically, yeah.
Is
And
that- I need to
propaganda
hold some
against
karma.
race.
yes, it does count as malicious compliance, but it's not just against the school because the
Yo,
government
also,
currently is a
karma.
weak, flimsy piece of.
Can we post this on
Yeah,
Reddit, guys?
Can we get
Guys,
six?
don't
It's
start a Reddit
conservative.
war, please.
Guys, can we put this on Reddit
No,
and get
let's
some
start
karma?
Reddit roll.
Reddit war.
Someone's
Reddit
already
roll.
right. By the time this is posted,
Roll.
someone
We're
will
so
already
loud.
have,
Can
and
you
then we
imagine
get
if, like,
accused
the
of
art students
reposting.
leave right now, like,
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Well, no
Look
one.
how relevant I am. Now you have to like and subscribe, and then look, just
Once you've
please.
liked and
James
subscribed, consider joining our sovereign nation.
James and
Turn
his
on
gay
the
jokes
bell
are
for
gonna wash you.
notification.
Did you just accuse me of my
But
race?
yeah,
Is
so
your race gay?
we're nearing our end of our time here. We'd like to thank you for listening. And the main problem we currently have, no, we have like 5 minutes.
I can
Yeah, so
Please stop calling
So-
me gay.
anyway,
I touched
we'd like to
my
thank you.
wisdom once.
And if you have a different opinion to us, please leave in the comment. We're always up for constructive criticisms.
I'm the
Thank you
best
very much for
character in
listening,
this
and we'll
whole
see you
damn
soon.
show.
Bye.
Bye.